prayer, a very important aspect for our spiritual life. I sometimes wonder, what is the need for prayer? And sometimes, everybody has an answer for it. You need to connect with God. And there are other, you need to have a strong relationship with Him, and that's why you pray. Awesome. Then why did Jesus have to pray? Why did the Son of Man have to pray? Wasn't He God? What was the main purpose behind Him praying? So I searched up the Bible and I found a verse which helped me answer a part of it. Let's go directly there. This is Matthew chapter 26, verse 41. Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. This is right outside the Garden of Gethsemane, when Jesus is going in and asking His Father to take away the cup of woes away from Him. But at the end of the day, let His will be done. And then He comes and tells the disciples to don't go to sleep and pray with Him so that the spirit should be stronger, so that he doesn't fall to the temptation of going away from sacrificing himself. So, a couple of different things that I wanted to tell you about prayer. One, is it important to pray? Yes, it is. Why? Jesus prayed. So whenever in doubt of what you need to do and like, should I do this or not, follow Jesus. What did He do? Jesus had a prayer life. He used to pray alone. He used to go away to the mountains. Early morning, he'll go away and pray. Sometimes late evening, he'll go out alone and pray. He needed to spend that alone time with His Father. He also prayed with His disciples together. The third thing, remember, we need to have this connection with God, because as it is said by Jesus, the spirit is willing. We all want to do good. Go back to the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve, really good people. They wanted to do good. But they fell at the first temptation that came their way. The flesh was weak. And this is why that connection with God, to keep that thing alive, is so important, that we have a strong prayer life. The next point I wanted to kind of lay out is, when I ask somebody to pray, the first thing that comes out of the mouth is our Father. And that is fine. There is no wrong about that. But we have fallen into a process of praying rather than talking to God and listening to God. There is no communication. It's, okay, can we hold our hands and pray? And we hold our hands and we start rattling out our Father. We spend a lot of time talking on the phone with our friends. We are listening to them, talking to them about everything and anything. But we do not have anything to tell God. Why is it like that? What I would suggest to you is take that time out and spend time with Him. Somebody very wise told me, we have a lot of prayer books at our churches. And you know why? Because we do not know how to pray. We just know how to open the book and rattle off whatever is written. Prayer is a communication, is a strong relation, a bonding between you and God. And that bonding is what keeps the weakness of the flesh away and keeps you stronger. Remember, there is a will to do good, but there is always so much of temptation and sin around that you can succumb to it. And the final thing I would suggest to you is the structure of prayer. Jesus, as I said, whenever in doubt, follow Jesus. Well, look at the structure of the prayer. The first half is all about praising God, glorifying Him for who He is. This next part is about our needs. And the following part, or the last part, is about keep us from temptation and the forgiveness. That's the structure you require. And that's the structure you can create to say your own prayer. Glorify Him. Talk what is troubling you, or talk about your achievements. Talk about the success. And then listen. Listen to Him. And that's what we fail to do. And that's what Jesus, actually, as I said, whenever in doubt, follow Jesus. So last things that I want to kind of put it together. Do we need to pray? Yes, we need to pray. Jesus prayed. He had a prayer time with alone with God. He had a prayer time with his disciples. So you have your prayer time along with your family as well. Second, what should I pray? There is a structure. There is a structure given by Jesus. Make it your own. Don't rely on books. Why do we need to teach you to talk? No, nobody needs to teach you to talk to God. You just need to communicate and build a relationship with him. And finally understand, once you have this bond is where you will start having, this is a guarantee, the more you connect with God, the more will be the temptations. And the more will be the desire to fall. Remember, the spirit is willing. We want to have a good spiritual life, but the flesh is weak. Try to make this strong, because the battle will be won on our knees. Meditate on this verse. Have a great week and have a blessed Christmas month.